Hey guys, it's your boy Fiscon here, and I want to discuss a feature many of us have forgotten regarding extra game packages you may own. Forgotten feature, what do I mean exactly? Well, forgotten is too strong, more like crowded with all the other features talked about often, but what I'm referring to is a post made back in 2013 by CIG regarding the benefit of having multiple game packages. At that time, it was a concern that we were wasting game packages by pledging for more ships that weren't standalone, so you'd be buying a ship that come with a game key you couldn't use, which some saw as wasteful. Well, it turns out that isn't the case, and this is what we'll discuss. When you purchase an additional game package, CIG states you can do several things with it. CIG will translate extra game packages into character slots, and this is not all. These slots will have a role to play when it comes to the death of a spaceman system. Additionally, unused game character slots without an associated ship or credits can have two roles. They can be used to create additional crewmen or be gifted to other players. And what do I mean by crewmen? Yes, crewmen. Many of our ships in Star Citizen feature positions for multiple crewmen. We'll always be able to hire NPC crewmen in the game to help run stations on board our craft. But if you would like the option of customizing your crew, you can create your own NPCs by using a game character slot. It will take you through the same character creation process as your player character, but will then have the option of handing off control to an AI. Additionally, and I find this very interesting, is that CIG states our friends can drop in to take over command of these crewmen themselves to help man our spacecraft when possible. Something to keep in mind is that while this feature of turning extra character slots into NPCs is cool, is that it is not necessary because you can still hire a crew without them. Quite frankly, the differences are minimal when it comes down to it. A game slot converted into an NPC crew member allows you to customize the NPC's look, name, backstory, and additionally you'll be able to specify one of them as your successors in the event of your main character's death. To add some merit to this video, I've added a clip where Chris talks directly on this subject about the differences between regular NPCs and extra game slot NPCs.
Elusis, who asks, in the case of accounts with more than one game package, will there be a benefit of using one of your characters as a crewman instead of other NPCs? For instance, will your character's wage upkeep cost be lower than the other NPC crewmen? So the way that we've been thinking about using characters is less about lower wage, because if they're NPCs, they probably would want to get paid a little bit, and we don't want to sort of give everyone sort of free people to man all the stuff. But kind of the idea is, one, if it's one of your accounts with a game package, you create a character for that. So I could have, if I have 5 different packages, I could create 5 different characters, and I have a control over what the character looks like, which you don't have with just NPCs you can hire out on the street. And you can name them and do whatever you want. So if you want to put your merry band of warriors together, the crew from the Serenity, then you can do that. Once you have them together, you can play any one of those characters in one of your game sessions, and the other 3 or 4 characters you can have as NPCs that could be crew on your ship, or you just they'd be just back in their character slots or their own hangars or whatever. So it sort of allows you to sort of pick and choose who you want to play, and also pick and choose what they look like and what they are, and sort of have them be sort of more persistent, that you sort of can take along with you. And you could probably even designate one of them to be a successor if like one of the characters dies and this person inherits all his money or equipment or whatever. So that would be that's the level of control you get with NPC or character. So it's not really NPCs per se, it's just that you have multiple characters on your account, you have multiple packages, you set them up however you want, and then you have the option to basically play which one you want, and the other ones can operate as NPCs that you could have crew, or some of your friends could take them over and sort of control them for you if you want to all go on a co-op mission. So you have that flexibility with characters that are tied to a game package. You wouldn't have that with just a general NPC you would hire out on the street. So I hope that answers the question there. And then the last question, I feel like I was quite speedy on this one, but
I got really focused on the NPC side of things, but a big part is multiple characters on the same account. The easiest way to understand this feature is to break down a pledge game package, and it consists of 3 things: your ship, some credits, and a game character. What this means is if you have multiple Star Citizen game packages, you'll be able to play all of them as different characters with one single RSI account. Now the key feature is RSI will give you the option of breaking up your pledge package and reallocating these 3 elements as you want. A good example is if you bought 3 different game packages, you create your main with the first, turn the second into your NPC successor, and the third into an NPC. While you'll still be required to pay your NPC, it can be used to crew your ship. Upon death of a spaceman, you'll inhabit your second slot and your items will be inherited, though what you do lose is still up for debate, but that is the general gist of it. To close out this video, here are some remaining bits of information regarding the feature. When your character slot NPC dies, you can create a new one. If you have multiple characters and you help one that is a pirate, you can expect to take a hit to reputation, so keep this in mind. Alright guys, I truly hope you enjoyed this one, and I'll catch you guys in the next one.